Alright, what up YouTube? The Nice Ain't here back with another video. This video is gonna be about this one belief can change your whole life. This one belief is that you're responsible for everything that happened in your life. Now, of course, in reality, like I said, other people are responsible for things happening in life, but if you ever want to succeed good, and let's say just regain any personal power, or gain like one of the best powers I think you can have, which is personal power, you're gonna have to take responsibility for every single thing in your life. Being responsible and taking your power back and not allowing anybody to say they did anything to you allows for full responsibility and like just full understanding of every situation. Many situations that I've been through, and even if it wasn't my fault, I can see in my own mind where I allowed myself to go wrong, or where the situation went wrong, where I trusted somebody I shouldn't have, or I gave somebody this power to make me look stupid, or I was just, just not going with how I initially would do things. Let's say that's why, for example, like I don't trust people in situations. Like I'm very to myself. I'm very much like always scolding people, like not in a bad way, but just I just don't trust people. And like I said, of course, it's not a good healthy thing to do, but that's just how I am. I just don't trust people, so I don't like being around people, especially when things going on that, like I said, it's not people's business. I refrain from allowing people around me when things are always going on. So when things go wrong, let's say in my own personal life, and I brought somebody around, and let's say me and the person fall out, and like I said, now my business is out there, have a certain type of shit really like infuriates me and like sets a fire like off of my heart that make me like really have some true disdain for somebody else. But ultimately at the end of the situation, it was ultimately my fault for even not valuing myself enough to not bring them in close to me. Like I said, I'm very much a hard trusting person. Like I said, I don't trust people very easily. I don't think I ever will. That's how I maneuver and just move around. I just don't like having people around me. I just don't like having people that I can't trust around me. And like I said, it's better to be by yourself than have company that, like I said, you just don't want, But the second you start valuing yourself, you wouldn't allow stupid things to happen, and you won't allow stupid people to can be around you in a way, like being able to take responsibility about things and things that you could have been better only allows for you to be greater and do greater things, because at least you're able to admit where you go wrong. And I mean, like I said, nobody's ever perfect, and like I said, nothing is ever gonna be perfect, but you can still make things as perfect as it's gonna be. And like I said, it's like learning. Like I said, you will never learn too much in the world. You can always keep learning, and I think that's one thing about making things perfect. A system can always change. A system can always get better and improve, but as long as it's running efficiently and optimally, like I said, that's the only thing that I really want. Like I said, I want my life to be running efficiently, properly, and like I said, I don't want any extra noise getting in the way of me and like my loved ones. I just don't want that. I don't want anything ruining my chances for either reaching any of my goals in life. I just don't want anything just ruining my chances at all. So I have to be selective of, like I said, who I give my time. And like I said, and with that, you become more selective of a person, and you become a rare person. Like I said, people used to see me out all the, well, I never was a person that was actually out. When I would come up, people like, oh, Kevin, you out? And it's like, I mean, that's just because I'm just very reserved. When I say I'm antisocial, it's kind of scary how antisocial I am. Like I said, I know everybody was speaking about social battery. I think everybody claimed they want to be introverted. That type of shit pissed me off. But me, I've been an introvert since I was a kid. Like I said, I've been extremely highly sensitive. I'm sensitive to the point, like I said, I'm very void of emotion. I'm very void, and I'm very numb to everything. It's like it's hard for me just to move around people and just even trust people. And like I said, it's not like I even had a life where I was it wasn't like I was ever living a lifestyle where I'm I can't trust people. Just that's how I just happened to grow up. That's just how I grew up. I can't really explain it. Like I said, I wasn't in the streets, because I was just a regular dude in the house, fooling, just living life. in Detroit, like I said, I'm pretty easy to just mind my business. But for the most part, like I said, I'm just very reserved. Like I said, I'm reserved extremely. I don't need, like I said, I don't really need much to please me or just keep being just a cool attitude. It's like I just need myself and my mind and just my peace. I just want quiet. But that's the easiest way to please me, is if everybody's just quiet. It's just nothingness. It's like something that I crave, and often throughout my day I have to go around people, and a lot of with people it comes drama, you know. And with drama is always something, you know. Like I said, people are just always bound to do something that's gonna just to irritate me, you know. But my bad for that tangent. But just the original point of the video, you know, just being able to take responsibility for actions. Like I said, there's always a point where you could have been like, no, I'm not gonna allow this person to be around me. I'm not gonna allow them to put me in a situation where, you know, I'm tied up, excuse me, or I'm in a messed up position where, like I said, I'm forced to do something that I may not want to do, or, you know, just be in a messed up situation that just makes you look bad, you know. Like, I'm understanding, like I said, like I done things that honestly, like I said, I can't really believe I done, and it put a blemish on my resume as a person, and like I said, on my reputation, and it's ultimately just not a good feeling knowing that. Like I said, I did some type of things, but like I said, it's like you live, you learn. So you got to understand that you got to move past that type of stuff. But the thing about that is you can't never allow that to happen again, and that just comes with being responsible and never allowing yourself to, you know, give your power away to other people and have no control over yourself. So yeah, so if I would say one thing, is get your personal power back, and just, but of course that's not an easy act, because it takes a lot of self-awareness. It takes a lot of admitting that, like I said, you was wrong. It takes a lot of grit. It takes a lot of perseverance, and it just takes a lot of work, period. And like I said, of course nobody want to put in the work nowadays. Like I said, even me at times, like I said, I had hard times putting in work just to, you know, make my life better. But at the end of the day, it's either you put the work in or you're gonna live a terrible existence that, like I said, you may not want to live. So like I said, you got to make a choice. But yeah, thank y'all for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all another day. Thank you.